Last week we found our heroes face to face with a giant floating being with one large eye and many smaller eyes on stalks. I believe it was called a beholder. The beholder moves towards us after Ludo lands some arrows in it. It attacks, damaging Ludo and poisoning Pyron. My turn. I cure Pyron of the poison, charge up and around to the other side of the beholder, then use my giant ancestry to grow in size. Gargos takes advantage of the opportunity and charges the beholder opposite of me, lays into it, and Pyron runs up to do the same. Pyron unleashes a flurry of blows with his fists and the sun sword. An arrow flies by my head. It came from behind me, and it hits the beholder. It's a human. Seemingly this human came out of nowhere to assist us. The beholder hits Gargos, Val, and myself this time. I wish them good luck going through these round of attacks, for I felt like any of these attacks could take any of us out, and it almost did. Val was in trouble. Both Val and I got hit by these eye stalks, these beams of magic coming from these eyes. I resisted the magical effect, but Val did not. So it didn't work on me, but Val begins to stiffen, I notice. The look of absolute terror on his face prompted me to run away from the beholder, make a dash to Val and cast freedom of movement on him, and it saved his life. I run back and get in position, providing my compatriots with advantages. Gargos uses that advantage, kills the beholder, and we celebrate. I go and talk to the human on the road that was shooting arrows to aid us. His name is Selrak. He also isn't from here and is looking to get home. I'm not even sure if that's what we're doing, but we are here, and we are doing stuff. We tell him the short version of what we're doing, and we decide to travel together. Walking towards the cave we're planning on visiting, we decide to go by the lake nearby for a safer passage instead of going through the wilderness. We are very familiar with how dangerous the forest can be out here. As we traverse the coast, two giant turtles attack us. They don't hit hard, but I'm sure it'll be a long fight. Scratch that. After about 45 seconds, one's down as Selrak buries an arrow in his chest. The other one's not looking too great either. Rictavio makes the killing blow in the last one, piggybacking off the success of the new guy's Selrak. Getting closer to the cave, we find a dock, and as we approach, at first I saw a few heads poking out of the water, and I'm like, oh, how many creatures are we about to fight? Very quickly I realized it was just one creature with multiple heads. This thing's called a Hydra. As we destroy some of its many heads, 5 to be exact, it grows back more. It seems every time we cut one head off, 2 grows back. Rictavio tells me that fire will stop it from regenerating. I pull the scroll of fireballs out of the bag of holding and send it blasting. After that, we made short work of this ancient creature. Arriving to the cave that we're heading to, we see what appears to be the open jaws of a wolf's head. It is built into the rock. The teeth are these small pillars, and it seems to have eyes of the wolf carved into the cave itself. We spend far too much time getting ready for the stealthier of us, not me, to sneak on inside. The moment someone approaches the front of the cave, they are noticed. In the cave itself, we see torches within iron brackets that line the hall. We also hear a flute playing in the distance. Now Pyron and Selrak went ahead to scout, and they were spotted immediately. We hear howls and begin to see these lupine forms scattering in the shadows. As the fight develops, I see these humanoid-type creatures emerge from the darkness. This is a werewolf and a wolf den at the same time. Now, Val's already turned a few of us into various animals over the last few weeks here, but I wasn't expecting this as Val turns Pyron into a motherfucking T-Rex. Pyron, as a T-Rex, tears apart one in a single bite and then hurls its tail at the other werewolf next to it. At this point, 2 werewolves and 10 wolves attack us en masse. The 2 werewolves aren't looking great at this point because of the T-Rex, and the wolves don't put up much of a fight. There are more deeper in the cave. I'm sure there will be more lupine friends. We better tread lightly. Stay tuned to see what happens next on The Curse Breakers.